Hey guys, welcome and ting and ting and ting. And this one, someone suggested that I watch this about this place in Serbia, and this is what I'm watching here is called Europe's Hidden Gem, beautiful Zal, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Zlatibor, Serbia. That's Zlatibor, Serbia. Hope I pronounced that right. Let's go ahead and YouTube and simmer. And whoever suggested that I watch this here to learn about this specific city in Serbia, thank you very much. Let's YouTube and simmer, see what's going on here.
Welcome to Zlatibor, everybody.
Zlatibor.
Here we are in the old town of what has to be the Serbian city with the most construction. Now, I'm not sure if that's statistically true, but it seems like there are more buildings being built than there are apartment buildings that are already built. So it feels like the city is doubling in size right before our very eyes. And I guess that's because there's a lot to do here in Zlatibor. Most noticeably is the world's longest gondola. Now, when I think of a gondola, I think of the boats in Venice. So to me, this is a cable car, but nonetheless, world's longest at 9 kilometers. And I guess it weaves its way up into the mountains and ends at a very popular skiing and snowboarding resort in the wintertime. So lots to do here in Zlatibor.
So does that mean it starts in the city and it goes up into the mountains and come back down to the city? I wonder if that's what that means. That would be a real interesting ride to take, you know what I mean? Listen, I don't mind going up into a snow-capped mountain and stuff like that. I ain't gonna be skiing now. I just want to see the view. I just want that view one time, you know, before I go back to the tropics and take, you understand? To see that view. That's what I would like to see.
Including the Dino Park. Now, this is not something Ivana and I would typically feature on our channel, but what's happened is we've met another couple who, by pure coincidence, are taking their own road trip on basically the same route we are.
Yeah.
And so for the past week or so, we've been accidentally on purpose traveling with Theodore and Mary. Big shout out to them. And so the four of us decided to go to the Dino Park yesterday, and we had 2 or 3 hours of very wholesome fun. I was really impressed with the Dino Park, and it made me think, man, I cannot wait to have children. Because when Ivana and I are traveling with our kids, we'll be able to spend all day at the Dino Park.
We will make them there for sure.
And I will pretend that we're there for the children, but really, I will be there for me.
Yes.
Because we did a lot, and it was really a good time in the Dino Park. So anyway, come along with us as we explore Zlatibor. We are going to walk through the old town here, and I think end up going towards a cave with a potential waterfall and a possible sighting again of Theodore and Mary. So come along with us as we explore Zlatibor.
Zlatibor.
A city in the mountains that seems to be booming with lots to do. Let's go. I tell you what, really nice old town here. This must be the main square. It's a little bit cold because of the altitude. We're up in the mountains. But beautiful place. Everybody walking around, sunshine. Just nice.
Nice.
Great place to chill.
Yeah.
I'd like to have one of those.
Delivery.
Wow. Look at this fountain. That's neat. It's 2 jets of water that collide in midair. I've never seen that before. That's a clever fountain. Just simple, but just interesting, no?
I love this area.
Nice, right?
It's actually beautiful.
It's so nice.
Really beautiful.
Yeah, really nice.
You know, I've been to mountain towns here in America, and I'm wondering if the mountain towns, the feel is going to be different in like Serbia or Romania or something like excuse me, or something like that. No, because of the difference in language. I don't know how many people done any traveling much out here, you know what I mean, but there is a sort of a difference. But you know, when I first came to this country as an immigrant, it wasn't the physical aspects of things that seem so different. Because over the years, I've figured out certain things that I don't smell anymore, or I don't here anymore. Over the years, I figured that out. But for the instant right there, dealing with the people is the first culture shock. That's what's different. Coming from an island and then dealing with people from the mountains. Night and day. No, it wasn't a scary feeling because I kind of like being in situations like that. And I couldn't understand their type of English either. But each mountain place I've been that's have a different sort of climate or temperature, it's been a different feeling that I got. You know what I mean? Like being in the mountains on the island, the sun is still shining, it's green everywhere. And even if it's raining, you know, everything is just green and stuff like that. Now, being in the mountainside here in West Virginia, I'm still in a relatively big city. And there's not a whole lot of green around because it's a little small concrete jungle. And I've been in a small, in like a mountain city in Kentucky, which is totally, I think I experienced more mountain living in Kentucky than I have here where I live in West Virginia. My ex-wife is from Kentucky. And there's some mountain people there, boy, you know. So it's a whole different culture. And a lot of the culture that I experienced then back then, I don't know how it is now, they were still holding on to the old traditions and stuff like that.
Right, you ready?
That's a nice big fountain of water in the middle there.
Now, to be clear, my favorite place in all of Serbia is still Peruchec Lake.
Yeah.
Down there on the houseboat, the memories we had were second to none. My favorite place, but my favorite city, I'm gonna say Zlatibor.
What?
The whole city center here is so well maintained, huge pathways, no graffiti, no garbage. To be clear, it is a tourist city, so it's built this way for a reason, but does not feel like a tourist trap. No pushy salespeople, very family friendly, and you sort of have this energy of all the
I'm
people
liking
and all
what
the
I see
construction,
here.
a bit of a city vibe, but there's still huge trees and beautiful nature all around. It's like a city in the mountains.
True.
Gives you the best of both worlds.
Yes, that's right.
I love this place.
Me too.
I'm gonna say favorite city in Serbia so far. Stay tuned to our road trip because we still got 2 or 3 weeks left, so maybe it'll change. But right now, favorite place, Peruchec Lake. Favorite city is Zlatibor.
Right.
And so, with that being said, let's go check out the cave.
Okay.
Not sure what to expect. It's one of the top tourist things to do here.
Yeah.
Cave and potentially waterfall.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, it's dodgeball, isn't it?
No, they gotta throw the soccer balls at the blue and green big balls. See what I'm saying?
Ah.
Trying to move that other ball with the small ones. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow. Check this out. It's a meat market. Let me tell you something. The smell in here is so good.
I tell you what though, that's something that you're not going to find here in the mountain villages here. You're not going to find people selling meat like this and stuff like that. You have farmers markets, and it's mainly vegetable and stuff. You won't find meats and stuff much there. You probably will, you know, if you know the local farmer and he just slaughtered a cow or something. I've heard people here talk about that happening. I've never experienced it myself. But it seems, this is going to sound kind of strange, but it seems like a little more rustic or old school. The little farmer's market type thing where you can buy stuff like that. You see it here in places like Serbia and Romania. It seems to be more in tune with tradition. Traditional way of living and farming and, you know, growing stuff than it does here, you know what I mean? Now granted, I don't really know any farmers around here. I don't know anybody that plants anything around here, to tell you the truth. Let's keep going.
Salty meat and kaimak in the air.
Actually, Zlatibor got lots of like souvenir markets, from dried meats to rakia to just kind of like artwork. You know, it's kind of cool. I like it. I like this little market.
Yeah, nice.
Fine, my name's Steve.
One of the only times they have your name. Spell it differently.
You found Ivana? Ivan. No, Ivana, right there. Oh my God! Finally, somewhere where I can find my name on a keychain. Ah, yay!
Tell you what, if you think Zlatibor is beautiful, wait until you drive 10 minutes out of Zlatibor. All roads
Wow.
and hills and little buildings speckled along them. Nice drive.
Very nice.
This is beautiful. This is a nice drive,
For some
yeah.
good driving.
Yes, that's
True, right?
Beautiful.
So I tell you what, probably a pretty ready for tourism cave. We got a full parking lot, a couple stalls here, and cave this way. I think it's ready for tourism, Ivana. Should be a good experience. Oh, there it is, Ivana. Looks awesome.
There were caves on the island where I am, but I'm not a big cave person. At 7 feet tall, I never trusted going into anything that I have to hunch over to go in. A lot of the caves were hunched over caves. Some of the kids used to go into them caves, but I don't like caves. Now, I'll probably go visit this one because it's so huge. And it's only after a while I realized that caves could be in different dimensions, you know what I mean? They don't have to be the small, claustrophobic little spaces that you climb through, you know what I mean, and thing. But a cave like this here, with some kind of historical value or vibe to it, something like that, I wouldn't mind doing it. But no small little hole spaces, no. This giant thing going through no small spaces.
I tell you what, as far as caves go, this is a nice experience because the lighting is actually pretty good and the air is not so damp. Obviously there's a river running right through the cave, you can probably hear. And the walls are wet and the floors are wet. It's still got the cave dampness, but it's not totally gross where your skin is in a couple minutes. So far so good. And I think it's pretty huge. Let's keep adventuring. Maybe we'll see some bats or snakes.
No snakes, please.
No snakes for me neither.
So I guess there's not enough water today, or maybe not enough rain in the past few days, because the idea is water fills up in this one like it is, and overflows to the next one, and then to the next one, and it's sort of a cascading waterfall. They've done a nice job with the lights, all different colors, but I guess not enough water today.
Yeah, it's too bad. I want to see that. This is the main attraction, I think, of the cave.
Oh, really?
Tiered pools, you know?
With all the
And with
colors.
the water reflecting on the colors and the lights, it will be so pretty.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Still really, really amazing.
Not too bad. Let's keep pressing on. Oh yeah, the pools are still here. Oh, this would be really special if it was full of water. Oh, too bad. Still amazing to be honest, but would be really something special if the water was flowing.
See, the water is so clear.
It's like a whole world down there, you know what I mean?
Alright, so in the end, the highlight of our cave experience was the ascending staircase on top of the waterfall. They were very smart to use graded metal where you can see through what you're walking on. It kind of adds a layer of excitement to it. Although a little disappointed about the multicolor cascading pools that unfortunately was not flowing today. I will say this, shout out to all the Serbian guys who did not write their name on the side of the cave. Every cave we go to, some under 25-year-old person writes Steve plus Ivana forever or something on the side of the cave. But this cave, as you can see, is almost entirely graffiti free. So good work, Serbian youth. And with that being said, next up, maybe Waterfall.
Yes, another waterfall, but outside of a cave. It's not underground.
It's not underground.
Yeah, it's not underground. This is so cool. I think this is the prettiest cave I've ever seen.
Really?
I think so.
They've done a good job with the lighting and with the pathway.
Yeah.
Very accessible and very good.
Yeah.
Maybe right. Maybe
Beautiful.
the best cave we've seen. And we've seen more than a few caves, to be honest.
That's true.
Okay, very good. Let's go.
Well, it must be nice just traveling like that and seeing all these wonderful things and all these exotic places and thing, you know? Man, when I did my little traveling, I totally understand how that feels.
Okay, we've gotten our tickets, and starting to hear the sound of a waterfall just down this pathway here. Oh, so it's more than just one waterfall. It's like multiple waterfalls and all of the streams, potentially a big one down here. Okay, lots to explore. Good thing I brought my adventure hat. Now the question is, are you allowed to go swim?
Now, here's the thing about, places we hear about depending on who wants you to hear a specific story. Like, you don't think of places like this here in Serbia if you're on the other side with waterfalls, sunshine, relatively touristy. You don't really think there's places like that there because of the stories and stuff that have been told to you about what is going on there. The same thing with Africa, the same thing with South America. And coming from the third world and thinking of the idea that people in like this rich area here, or richer country I should say, which is a fat richer country, the images they have of what the third world is something you go, what? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? I ain't never seen nothing like that before. Like they go cocaine, drugs, oh man, and then you go, I seen that when I came here. I didn't see that where I was, you know what I mean? And but the preconceived notions of who people are and what they are like is usually based on what you're being told to expect. So you don't go into dealing with people of different cultures with an open mind. You go into it judging those people by your own thought worldview, you know what I mean, and thing. I try to wipe out everything that I've heard and just deal with the person as a human being, and as dealing with them as a human being, what their culture and their beliefs are telling them to do is what comes later that I see that's shaping that person to be who they are at that particular point in time. Because people don't think they change, but you change when certain things happen to you in life, you know what I mean? You might not know it until you either encounter a similar situation to what makes you change, or the same situation to what makes you what made you change. How you handle it will prove whether or not a subconscious change has happened. Man, where am I going with all of this here? The point I'm trying to make here and thing is that you have to look at people as people before you look at them as anything else in order for you to have any kind of a understanding, because the one thing you have in common with that person is that you're both human. That's the first in common thing you have, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me skip back to this video here.
Swimming in any of these areas. It could be freezing cold by the looks of it, but it could be very crisp and refreshing. I brought my bathing suit. Maybe we'll see if we can find some signage. And now the adventure really begins. So there are no signs around saying no swimming, and I've talked to a bunch of people who are swimming here, so I think we're okay to maybe swim on the second level there, which looks pretty exciting. Let's go.
My feet! So cool!
You coming up top, you wanna?
Oh my god, no! Nice. The water is ice cold, let me tell you guys.
Yeah, no, I can't do the ice
Trying to go
cold.
up to the second pool. There is a pool up there, actually. So We'll see how it's gonna go up. Oh gosh. Careful, Steve.
With the cave over here! Oh, the Serbian cave part 2. Alright, if I've come... Oh my gosh.
No, not me. Not no cold water like that, boy.
Here we go. Okay. Was it worth it? I'm not sure. But I had to do it. Woo! Success.
How was it, Steve?
Tell you what, it's amazing these rocks are not slippery at all. Usually they have moss.
True.
And they go slippery.
Yes.
So it's totally safe. You can't slip at all.
Yeah, true.
My feet look like tomatoes. They're so red. They're freezing.
Oh.
But shout out to Theodore for showing me the way. Literally showing me the way.
Yes, our friend.
It's worth it. Up there is not much, but if I come this close, I gotta go the last
It
bit.
looks beautiful.
With that being said, I'm cold. So let's go get some lunch.
Let's go.
Maybe they're hungry too.
Yeah. Okay, let's eat.
Let's go.
See, there's romance there, you know what I mean? You could take your girlfriend to this waterfall, you know what I'm saying? And thing. Maybe have a little picnic up there and thing, you know? Yeah, you could do the romantic thing there.
Nice driving.
Beautiful.
Wow, really nice driving. It's so nice. So many shades of green and the sun with all the shadows on a low angle. Just nice. Little village down here. Little villa.
So nice.
Just nice. And I'm still super duper hungry, so let's eat.
Let's eat.
Veal in a pot.
What is it? This is bacon? No. It looks like. Or prosciutto. Oh, it's not prosciutto. This is
that bacon?
Cornbread. This has to be
Cornbread? Ooh, that cornbread look good.
Cheese. And a beautiful Lee salad. Yeah. Because the waiter really recommended the appetizer. Big appetizer. Okay. This makes more sense. More is coming. This is appetizer. Yes. This is a big appetizer. Small one. First time here, so the small one. Wow, something special. This is looking good. This is potato and bacon. It smells very good.
Ooh.
More meat. This one is borak. No, it's pie.
It's spinach pie.
Spinach pie. Yeah, with cheese.
You know, people talk about bacon all the time, but I've never really eaten bacon. Maybe when I was a real little kid. I don't remember eating it. Because I was raised on a little farm, but I will not try bacon here. I will not. I don't know what it is. I wouldn't. It just doesn't seem like meat. I don't know, but I wouldn't try it. But that bacon there look pretty good. I'll try that bacon. You know what I mean? Or bacon. The smell is different too. You know what I'm saying? The smell is different too. When somebody hit up a bacon back home, boy, you know, you could smell that aroma. I don't know if it's because the animals that the bacon came from is all natural or not, but you know.
Thank you. This is like a meal. Let's eat. So what happened was, we were trying to order a bunch of different things, and the waiter said, what you need to get is the appetizer. We were like, okay. And this is the greatest appetizer I've ever had in my life, with the best kaimak I've ever had. I want to eat the whole spoon of kaimak at once. It's so good food. Everything is very good. The potato and bacon is nice. The spinach pie is very good. The meat is good, but the kaimak is
Spinach pie, that sounds pretty good.
Food. Big shout out to the waiter. He saved it. He really saved it. Do it. Manageable?
Yeah, you're okay after. So spicy at all. Spicy at all.
Sweet pepper. Sweet pepper. It's not spicy pepper.
What happened? It's spicy.
Got the skim. Got the skim.
It's dripping.
Go ahead.
Ooh, what is
This
that?
one is stewed veal in a pot, they call it. Stewed veal in a pot. And then we've also got grilled shrimp. Oh my gosh. The problem is I'm full. You guys hungry? Be honest.
I'm so hungry.
I'm hungry enough that I will enjoy this.
Okay, fair. Actually, I think the answer right now is going to be stewed pork in a thing with kaimak. That's going to be the ultimate food right now. Stewed veal and kaimak.
They do a lot of stewing over there. They do a lot of stewing on the island too.
It's actually so good. It's a bit unnecessary, but it's so good.
It wasn't that much food. It wasn't that much. Well, let's be honest.
Really? You look like you've been in a fight, man.
No, man, easy. Easy work.
Can you believe? This guy wants dessert. Oh my gosh. So as per the waiter's recommendation, we literally told him, just bring your best dessert. What's it called?
Tufakia.
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 What'd you call me? It's gonna be a pear, no? Or an apple?
Apple.
Apple.
How is it fair, man? It looks like an apple.
Now that looks interesting.
Fair.
With whipped cream. It's good.
Good.
It's good. To be hungry, to be fair, I'm not hungry. I don't need anymore.
But I'm just
It's fruits. At least it's. Hey, Steve.
What is one?
It's fruits.
It's fruit. This is like a health dessert.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this.
Oh.
There's something inside.
Please walnut.
Oh,
Walnuts soaked in rum.
Walnuts soaked in rum.
say what?
Rum extract walnuts.
Yum.
Pretty good. Tufakia.
Pardon?
Like this.
Walnuts soaked in rum. That sounds quite
Narok
interesting.
to all my Romanian brothers and sisters. Narok. All right, good food and good friends. Absolutely 6-star meal. Some of the best Serbian food I've ever had.
Oh, yeah, very
including
good.
the best kaimak I've ever had in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And we had an absolutely great time with our friends. So we decided to show you guys our accommodation. We are on our way to Uvac.
Right.
Let's go. All right. We just made it to our accommodation. You can see Ivana is over here. We were staying in this cabin. So it seems like yet another great booking by the lovely Ivana. We're not too far from the main road. There's a city over here you can see, and sort of like a highway nearby, but it's still very quiet back here. I think this is our place, but I'm not quite sure yet. Another great day.
What the bubble clot?
Let's see what happens next. Rakia.
Yes.
Rakia, okay, good.
Made organic.
Organic.
Honey, okay. Good.
Rakija, može rakija. Može rakija.
Rakia, good.
Serbian right.
Srbija rakija, šljivovica.
The favorite drink over there, huh?
Šljivovica.
Rakia.
Šljivovica, izvolite.
Thank you.
Ah.
Havala.
Izvolite. Živeli.
Živeli.
Živeli, dobrodošli.
Živeli.
Živeli. Izvolite. Voda.
Some honey now?
Honey.
Juveli.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And I guess our place is right here. Our little balcony up front. And our bathroom. Separated from our sleeping quarters. More beds over here. Ivana and I can crash here. I tell you what, on the pictures it looks a lot bigger. It's very small in real life, but I think it'll satisfy Ivana and us one night here before we go tomorrow to explore Uvac on the boat.
Yes. From the canyon.
From the canyon, through the canyon. So, thanks for joining us on our adventure today, everybody. We are yet to have a bad day.
I like these guys' videos because it's so picturesque. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's just a beautiful place. And everything seems so peaceful and calm and all of that, you know what I mean? Even in the bigger city part of it, you know, that big pool type water thing in the middle of the city there, and everybody's just chilling. I was watching stuff like about places like over there in Romania and Serbia, and you know, just those places around there, and their cities seem to be built with community in mind. Like you have a square where everybody just goes sit and it's in the middle of the city or something like that. I guess that's the same concept with Times Square, with Central Park real close to it there. That's in New York City. That's a beautiful place. I used to live in New York. I lived in Brooklyn for a while, and New York was a beautiful city. Nice little, it wasn't so much so segregated to the point where people are just completely different. There were different segments of nationalities and ethnicities and stuff in certain parts of the place. So you'd walk through a neighborhood and it's all people from the Dominican Republic, and you walk to another place and it's all people from the Caribbean. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of cool that people could live that close to each other and be so different culturally and thing, and still get along and be humans with each other. You know what I'm saying and thing? That's kind of cool. But this is a very, very beautiful video. Whoever suggested this to me, thank you very much. I'll leave a link in the description to this video so you can all go check it out without me interrupting and talking all the time. I'll also leave links here so that you could watch anything else that I've reacted to on Serbia. There's quite a few of them. So, you know, just click on the link there and keep watching. Also, hey, thank you again for watching these videos with me, and thank you for the comments. Keep them coming, and the suggestions, keep them coming, okay? Y'all take care of each other. Cool runnings.